we're supposed to listen to the Holy Spirit's voice so that we can act from a right-minded place. How do we tell the difference between the Holy Spirit's voice and our ego trying to edge in there?
Yeah, I think that's the second most frequently asked question of the Course. And while it's a perfectly good question and and obviously is an important question, I think it's the wrong question because it puts the focus in the wrong place. I think a much more helpful focus and question would be, why don't I do what the Holy Spirit tells me to do so I can hear His voice better? Okay. And which means that what we're asked to do in the Course is to forgive. And our focus should be on asking the Holy Spirit or Jesus' help to forgive. And as we forgive more, then the ego's interference or static, or what the Course refers to as raucous shrieking at one point, that would diminish. And we would automatically hear the Holy Spirit's voice and know it's His voice.
So if we get an answer other than, in any situation, what you need to do is forgiveness, then it's our ego.
I think there's a very good chance. I think there's always a danger when you hear specific answers. Not that that can't be legitimate, but it's so easy for the ego to take that ball and run with it the wrong way. Mm-hmm. And the focus of the Course is so clear that what you want is not the specific answer to a specific question, but you want that specific experience of love which enables you to forgive and to let go of grievances.
Right.
I think that takes a process of discernment, because lots of times, we do want an answer. And the answer can come in many different ways. You could have a dream at night where whatever you were kind of not being able to get in touch with an answer just appeared in a dream. It could be, you could be talking on the phone with a friend, she'll say a word, and it'll tick off, well, that's the answer. You could be reading something. You could have an idea flash into your mind. So I think there's all different ways, and I think one has to learn how to discern, if your ego's involved in it. And a lot of times the way you can tell your ego is involved is if you want a specific answer. Okay? So what in effect you do is you draw up the answer you want, and then you deny that you've done that, put that into the unconscious, and then you think you hear a voice telling you to do that. So that's your voice or your ego's voice, but you framed it in such a way that it's almost like you're hearing the Holy Spirit. So I think that we have to really understand that we have to question all our values, as it says, because if we don't question, we're going to assume that we're hearing or, getting an answer. And it's really not the answer. It's what we want, within the framework we've designed it, and then we put it in the mouth of the Holy Spirit, so to speak. And then we say, well, that's it, because we have all these hidden agendas that we don't look at.
Right.